One thing that separates us from every other creature on the planet is our ability to experience microevolution in our lifetime. If you're skinny, you can dedicate yourself to the gym and get jacked. And if you aren't an introspective thinker, through books, YouTube videos, and intentional conversations, you can cultivate your intelligence. But there is a way that we can supercharge our microevolution. For most of my life, I just wanted to be normal. And so my metric, in which I compared my microevolution to, was on a standard of mediocrity. What I'm about to tell you is how to move that standard up to excellence. But first, let's go back to the version of me that looks a little less refined. The version of me scared to make a cold call, and socially as goofy as possible to hide the fact that I was uncomfortable. I just wanted to be socially proficient, normal. During high school, I started to gain a liking to philosophy, and I stumbled upon the greats. Of them, Plato was one of the greatest thought leaders and began a multi-century long conversation on what we now call the three Transcendentals. Up to this point, striving for excellence just seemed like too much work, like what was the point? But after I learned these three Transcendentals, my mindset was permanently changed on why I need to structure my life built around excellence rather than mediocrity. These three Transcendentals are what is true, what is beautiful, and what is good. These are the ultimate metrics of measurement for which every human being should try to compare themselves to. Starting off with, what is true? Seeking excellence in our work involves a commitment to truthfulness in every aspect of our endeavors. It means being diligent in research, accurate in our presentations, and transparent in our actions. Excellence demands our dedication to the truth. By documenting the growth of my business in both the highs and the lows, I'm trying to show a truthful representation of my life. The second transcendental is what is beautiful. Striving for excellence in our work also means embracing and promoting beauty. Beauty, in basic terms, isn't a supernatural thing that's nice to look at, but rather something that makes us have an internal response of either love, admiration, or awe because it resonates with us by connecting us to the divine. Creating YouTube videos that are both visually appealing and content-wise worthy of the attention of my viewer is one way I'm trying to use beauty to achieve excellence in my channel. The third transcendental is what is good. Excellence in our work is achieved when we use our skills and talents to serve others. Living this out means to genuinely help the people around you or to bring good value to society as a whole. Lived out, this isn't drop shipping or day trading. It's creating something good that didn't exist before. With my company, McDonald Air, my goal is to save my clients time in the private charter booking process. The industry standard right now is up to 2 hours, and I'm trying to make it as little as 30 seconds or less using AI and the many technologies available to us in 2023. The problem is, at this attempt at excellence, I'm faced with both the cap of my strengths and the obvious limitations of my weaknesses. To be excellent is to align yourself with a greater measurement stick than mediocrity compares itself to. It's like you feel confident about your height until you start hanging around people taller than you, and that's uncomfortable. The uncomfortable will become comfortable with a commitment to microevolution and repetition. But after my own bar changed from striving for mediocrity to striving for excellence, only in hindsight did I realize the dramatic changes that were made in my life. And now, instead of acting goofy because I was uncomfortable in front of a small group of people, I could calmly and confidently speak in front of 50 to 70 people for 2 to 3 hours every single week as the MC for local events in my city. My being uncomfortable with the standard of excellence was what was capping me from growth. And as much as I felt like my uncomfort was a protection, it was actually the most dangerous thing to me because it was the only thing stopping me from accomplishing my goals. It was only when I changed my belief, when I changed my standard in which I was comparing my life to, was I able to live out a different action and push through the uncomfortable. And I think naturally I was very social, but my social awareness and my intuition wasn't something that I ever cultivated because that was something difficult. That was a hard thing for me to do. But this restructuring of my life to striving for excellence is what has helped me not just socially, but in every aspect of my life, both professionally and personally. There's one final application of striving for excellence that I want to touch on, and it's striving for excellence in our faith lives. This isn't me speaking, but God speaking through me in the words I'm saying. Jesus said, "Be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect." And so we're called to love God in the way that He loves us, which is a perfect love, an excellent love, not a mediocre one. If there's any soundbite of this video worth understanding, it's this. We aren't surprised when we commit ourselves to mediocrity and achieve it. So why are we when we change our standard to that of excellence? But with all of this said,